Hello my beauties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Charity. If today is your first time coming to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, okay, and be a part of this family, because I'll be glad to have you. And if you are already a member of this family, thank you for stopping by and thank you for supporting me. Your support means so much to me and I'm so grateful unto you guys. Thank you. So for today's tutorial, as you can see, my face is empty. There is nothing on my face. My brows are grown, my hair is actually grown. You can see that. Okay, so for today's tutorial, I'm just going to take you through a step-by-step tutorial on how you can get your brows perfectly done. So when it comes to brows, I always say that for your makeup to be on point, the first thing that's supposed to be on point is your brows. If your brows are on point, if your eyebrow is on point, definitely your makeup is going to be on point. I have realized that a lot of people suffer when it comes to doing their own brows. A lot of people don't get it the way they want to get it, okay, when it comes to doing brows. So today I'm just going to help you. Maybe you will learn one or two things from me and it will help you do your own brows without struggle, okay? To get your brows done, as I said earlier, it is the first step when it comes to makeup. You can do your brows after you have applied your foundation. Sometimes I do my brows after I have applied my foundation, and sometimes I do it before my foundation. It depends on my mood sometimes and how I want to get my brows done, okay? Next, I'll take you through the things that we'll need to start this eyebrow tutorial. First of all, you're going to need a brow pencil, which is definitely the first thing you're going to need. And this is the brow pencil I am going to use. This is from Kleancolor eye pencil, or you can use a brow gel, but I don't usually use a brow gel. And the first advice I would like to give to beginner is that if you're a beginner, start with eyebrow pencils, because pencils are easy to clean, they're easy to control. When you become perfect, then you can start with brow gel or whatever you can use to define your brows. We will need a concealer, of course, so any concealer of your choice. I like to use cream concealers a lot, and that's what I'm going to use. And then you need a trimmer. If your brows are grown, you need to trim it in order to get it perfectly done. In order to get it in shape, you need a trimmer or a razor blade or a scissors, whatever you prefer to use. That is up to you. A brush, a concealer brush, or an angled brush, or any flat brush that you can get, you can use it. And a spoolie. This brow pencil has a spoolie and the pencil at the other end, so it's like 2 in 1. This is the spoolie side and this is the pencil side. So basically these are the things we're going to need. First things first, I do my brows in steps, okay? First thing I'm going to do is to brush my brows, okay? Brush it up. So that is what I'm going to do. You can see how my brow is grown. This is my brow bone, okay? This area is where my brow bone is. That is my brow bone. And you can actually see the shape of my brow. So I'm going to go along the shape of my brows. I'm not going to deviate from the shape of my brows, trying to draw a shape I don't have. So I'm going to draw alongside my brows. So the first thing I'm going to do is to trim and make this area, which is the brow bone, very smooth. When that area is very smooth, it avoids, when the area is not patchy, as in there's no patchiness there, it helps your concealing and the brow very defined and very nice looking and sharp looking. I don't know if you guys get what I'm trying to say. So most of the time you see that this area is not smooth, that is there is some kind of patchiness around that area. So we're going to take care of that. And what I'm going to do is to brush my brows upwards like that, and I'm going to pick my trimmer, and this is the trimmer I'm using. My phone lights up, but it's never you. I can't help but feel so lonely. I know there's things that I can't undo. I'm falling apart so slowly. Come alive when we're faded. It's summer night. Go to the top side of my brows, shave it downwards. To last forever, forever. I know it's hard for you to stay, but I And the next thing I'm going to do is brush it up again. So you see the ones that are more than what I want, it's like deviating from the line, so I'm going to cut those ones using the same trimmer. Guys, the next thing is you're going to do is to move straight into the actual thing, which is the brow formation. Yes, I always get oily on my brows, okay, around that area, so, and this area, my face, so I like to set that place before I even go on with my brows. So the first thing I'm going to do is to apply setting powder all over my eyebrows, so that a place will be set for me to just get to work. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to brush my brows with a spoolie, so I know where all my brows are. You know, that you can see how beautiful that is looking even without makeup. So I like to start with my pencil, and I like to get my I like my pencils to be very pointed. As you can see, it's very pointed. See that? Yes, that is how I like my pencils to be like. And then I will start, as I told you, I do my brows in steps. The first step is brushing the brows with spoolie, which I've already done, and then I set that area which I've also done it. And the next thing I'm going to do is draw the base line, and then I'll draw the top line, and then I'll start filling in. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is to draw my base line. So I start from here. You see that now I have this like more or less like a blueprint there. I'm going to extend it to the inner core, as in. I already have my blueprint, which is I have my baseline. I'm going to so I start somewhere from here, following the shape of my brows. As I told you earlier, I don't like drawing some dramatic lines. I like to follow the shape of my brows. So I go up and down just so it forms, it joins together like that. The next thing I'm going to do is extend this guy a little bit, not all the way to the front. So I'm going to extend this guy small, because as you can see, our brows is not like it's very straight. It's kind of slanted, and you see the hair goes this direction, not very straight, so you cannot make it look that way. So the next thing I'm going to do is to fill in, and I start filling in from the tail. So this is what I'm going to do. And filling in, I'm not just going to just draw, I'm just going to draw some strokes of line. Feel so lonely, and all these things that I can't undo. I'm falling apart so slowly. Come alive when we're faded. The summer nights that we're chasing. Want this feeling to last forever. Then I'll start filling in the rest of my hair. Areas where I don't have much hair, I'll draw strokes of lines there. You gotta take your time, okay? Once you get it from the beginning, that's it. You don't have to learn it again. So what I'm going to do next is to use the spoolie to blend it all. Guys, I think that is it for the drawing of the brows. Okay, now the next thing we are going to do is to conceal, and the concealer I'm using today is from Miss Lauretta. This is in the shade 101, and it's almost actually finished. You can see that. I'm going to use my flat concealer brush.
But feel so lonely, and all these things that I can't undo. I'm falling apart so slowly.
And one more thing is that whenever you're concealing your brows, you have to use especially your brow bone, you have to use a concealer that is like 1 or 2 times shade brighter than your normal foundation or your normal concealer or than your skin, okay? Because you want your brow to stand out, and then one way to do that is to brighten the edges a little bit with a concealer that is 1 or 2 times shade darker, brighter than your normal shade. I have not even concealed the top part of this brow, but look how it's looking. You guys look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of concealer, and I'm not using this same concealer because this same concealer is brighter. What I will do is that I'll go on with the top part of my brows. I use a concealer that is just like the same as my skin tone, okay? So I'm going on with Miss Lauretta, the same Miss Lauretta. This one is in the shade 105, and it's a little bit darker than the one I have already used. You can see that. That is what I use to conceal this part of the brow. So I'm going to use the same thing to conceal the top part of this brow. Top part, I'm using a smaller angled brush. One trick I want to add up is that whenever you finish your brows and you feel like it's too dark for you, you can just go on top of it with a little bit of concealer. So with your angled brush, you draw some tiny strokes over the brow, and it will look so natural and so nicely done. Okay, so guys, as you all can see, this is looking so beautiful. And okay, now with this perfect brows done, all you have to do is apply your foundation, put on the blushes and the contours and the highlights, and then bam, you are done. So the next thing I'm going to do is to go off camera. I'm going to complete my whole face, and then you guys will see how stunning I'll be looking. Okay? Okay guys, so this brings us to the end of the brow tutorial. I just went off camera, just put everything together just to let you guys know that without a beautiful brow, you can get a beautiful makeup. And yeah, this is the end of this video, guys. We aren't looking bad at all. So if you did enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up, comment in the comment section, and I will see you all in my next video. Don't forget to check the subscription button for the details of this makeup, okay? And I'll see you all in my next video. And until then, don't forget to be your own beautician.